I'm just starting to get my mojo, my strength back. I think I came down with a big C, you know, that horrible C, that C thing, and starts with a C, ends with a D. Well, I didn't test, but I felt like a brick house hit me. I was flat for 5-6 days. Today is the first day I can say I got my strength back and went through a whole frickin' range of crazy shit happening in the body. So I thought I was Superman, immune to the shit. No, got me. Slapped me right between the eyes. Now, I regard this gentleman as a good friend of mine, Yilu. In fact, I defended him against Lyft, helped him bring a lawsuit, helped him find the perpetrator that beat him up with a metal rod out in Riverside. I got 5 TV stations involved. I raised over $12,000 for him because he was a nice guy. He came up to me all stitched up and bloodied, and he did not know what to do. And his English was so-so. He's from China, nice guy. And I helped the dude out big time. And we became friends, right? And then when I find out that Lyft deactivated him, and I showed you the screenshot there, they say, you can see it for yourself, 43 minutes for a 60.7 mile trip. Impossible. Absolutely. Scott Robertson, I'll be at LAX around 6 p.m. today. Free coffee on me. I might be there, my friend. I might be there at 6 p.m. I'll let you know. I'll hit you up. Jason, how are you, my brother? You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. So I really care about this driver. I wanted him to get justice. He got justice. We fought hard. And then, you know, they kick him in the balls and deactivate him over this. And you see the screenshot. It takes place in Palm Springs. There's no way, my friends, there's no way you are going to take 43 minutes to do 60.7 miles. No way. Impossible. Get some power. I got the power. I need some power here. I'm bringing in the power. Where is the power? I'm gonna use one of my long extension cords. These are like 10 footers. They're good for the car. All right, we need power, baby. Show me the power. Are we getting juice here? Guitar Shocker's in the house. Kevin Rand's in the house. There we go. I think that should be. I think we should be getting power. I hope so. So I'm going to defend this guy in this matter and send out the legal papers, because this is a matter you can take straight to small claims court. If any company deactivates you over their own glitch, it's clearly a navigational glitch on their behalf, and the accusation, listen to this, Peacemaker's in the house, Nasi Herd's in the house. I just got over the big C word, ends with a D, Covidara. Man, I was out. Jeez, it hit me hard, like boom, between the eyes. Crazy hard. But back, Eminem. Guess who's back? Back again. Almost. I'm saying I'm on about 80%. Need another 20. Eric the Soldier's in the house. Richardson, Texas is in the house. Welcome you all. Now, I just want to get back to this screenshot. They are accusing this driver of running up extra miles and say that he is overcharging the driver. He took a direct trip. It then showed up as 43 minutes for 60.7 miles. Impossible. And the graph shows some weird trip that he apparently did. It was like a zigzagging, was clearly a glitch in their system. And they deactivate him over that, right? And I know the guy. He's just like the most honest guy. He's like, it's just like, I drove the client from there to there. No need for me to rack up extra miles or extra minutes. The screenshot is all the proof that I need. 40 minutes for 60.7. I mean, imagine how fast this guy must have been going in order to do that job. And you saw the zigzag. This is what Lyft printed out on the screen, right? So, unfortunately, when you have customer service overseas that has no idea, for example, the layout of Palm Springs, is not even looking at the map, has no conception even maybe what miles are because they're working in kilometers, has no conception of, I'm going to be pretty harsh when I say this, right? No conception, that you can't do 60.7 miles in 40 minutes. Some dude sitting in a support center overseas probably owns a bicycle or a skateboard or walks to work and has no concept of miles and times and navigation. But no, we just go ahead and we deactivate you based on this data. And then they took monies away out of his account, right? So he said he had 3 or 4 glitches, was glitching. They took over $300 of his earnings back. And every single one of the screenshots that he sent me, it's absolutely impossible to do those miles in those type of minutes, right? And you guys can agree or disagree with me here. Can you do 60.7 miles in 43 minutes? Can you do that? On California roads, and they're pretty busy. So I'm going to send out, because he's a friend, I'm going to send out the letters for him through GigRocket. Any of you have faced wrongful deactivations, do come to me. Please text or email me. Let me help you on that one. And if you've had multiple prior warnings from the companies over whatever allegations, if there's multiple allegations against you, Indiana in the house, it's going to be hard to get you reactivated if they are. And you got to be very upfront and honest. Hey, I've faced this, multiple complaints. You may have even been kicked off the platform before and they let you back on, right? But when we draft these letters and go fighting for you, you got to be very upfront. A lot of the drivers are not upfront about the history, right? I was dealing with a guy that had multiple, he didn't tell us, but he had multiple sexual harassment cases filed against him. Now, you got to look at that evidence and say, hey, is there any truth in this, dude? I mean, this is not the first time. You've had 4 or 5 of these allegations. It's going to be tough to get you reactivated, right? So honesty here and talk about your history. Like if it's a once-off thing and they alleging that you are drunk, you were drunk while driving, well, a urine test or so will save the day. And they'll immediately reactivate you. But if you've had multiple speeding offenses or reckless driving or sexual harassment complaints, it's going to be really, really tough to get you reactivated. But in Yi Lu's case, the gentleman, the case, the picture that I've displayed there, right? There's a lot of drivers around here, a lot of activity going around here. I'm down here by the Starbucks by LAX. I'm back in action again. I've got 73 people in the house. I welcome you all. I hope you are well. Much love and respect from Cali. Just getting my mojo back here. Smash the like button, please. Hit it hard. We're on 22 likes. Let's get it up to at least 40. Thank you. And hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. So if you face some sort of wrongful deactivation, email me. Let's see if we can help you. So let's go through this here. We got Lowball Mike, only 23 likes. Let's go community. I like that. Thank you. Appreciate it, community. Nasio is in the house. Marco Tropoya International. How are you, my brother? Good to see you. Kevin's in the house. Utah in that, representing Utah. Amy's in the house. Used to live in India. Man, India is hot. And I don't know if I'm gonna make Coachella. I booked a little bit of a vacation. I need some time out. Just been working too hard. My son wanted me to take him to Coachella. I promise I'll take him next year. I saw that The Weeknd is replacing Kanye West. Kanye West was offered $8 million to perform at Coachella. He turned it down. I heard that The Weeknd said he wanted the equivalent, so he's battling it out with the... And I know the guys very well that organize Coachella. They're clients of mine. The person that does all the food, all the catering for those 120,000 people, also one of my best clients. So I can get tickets, VIP tickets. They've offered them to me. I would have taken my son up this on one of these 2 weekends, but he has to go and check out his lodging. He's going up to Berkeley to study, so he's unfortunately not going to make Coachella. But Coachella, I'm going to be there live next year for sure. A lot of money to be made in Coachella. Just saw a beautiful Navigator, polished. It was so perfectly polished. Just drive by. Yep, it's a TCP. You can see it takes a lot of pride and ownership in his car. We have 58 people in the house. Nasio, never been. You gotta go, dude. You gotta go. Coachella is crazy. I mean, crazy. Like, from Friday till Monday morning, I made $4,800 at Coachella. A lot of it was just people throwing cash at me. Bidding war, 12 o'clock at night. Bidding war. I'll give you 200. I'll give you 300. I'll give you 400. Okay, I want 200. Anybody for 300? Anybody 300? Anybody offering 400? It's like a bidding war. Guys were throwing cash at you, right? Because they wanted to get out of that Indio. It's like you're like freaking in the desert there. They just want to go to the next party. They want to keep on partying. It's insane. It's insane what happens at Coachella. Get ready for no sleep, a lot of coffee, a lot of coffees, a lot of Red Bulls, because that's the only way you're gonna make it through Coachella. Here's a cool little dude. Cute little guy. This guy's got, he's such a tiny little guy. He's got the biggest drink in the world. This guy is like, I don't know, like 2 feet tall, and his coffee's drinking a coffee this big. You go 10 minutes from my house. Oh, I like it. So you're in I know you're in La Quinta there. Please 0201 is in the house. G-Braid's in the house. Chicago's in the house. Chi-Town, good to see you. What's the weather like in Chicago? Massive music concerts. Yeah, Amy. A lot of money. Brandon says I was definitely wrongfully terminated. My account was hacked. Yeah, send me the details, Brandon. Let me see what I can do for you. Your account was hacked. It's 70 and cloudy. So that is a common theme, account hacked. Oh, by the way, here's a funny thing. Yesterday I make a video right, about please check your tips. Please check your tips and make sure they are not stealing your tips, right? A couple of drivers have complained, sent me screenshots that tips are missing. I'm looking at these various screenshots, and then the one driver, and I'm just going verbatim what the driver told me, shows me the screenshot. He checks out. They deduct 50 cents for the checkout, express checkout. After that, the client pays him a $2 tip, comes in late after the checkout. It's already paid the 50 cents. And after the checkout, paid the 50 cents, he gets a $2 tip. And then they take another 50 cents, the second 50 cents out, like thinking, you know, you wouldn't notice that. Anyway, so I had a lot of people comment that it's 50 cents. The 50 cents was for the express checkout, which is correct. Yes, you are correct. But what I'm saying is the 50 cents was already deducted. And then afterwards, a $2 tip comes in and another 50 cents gets deducted. Anyway, I had people, and I laugh. It's funny, right? Oh, I've lost all credibility making that video. I don't know what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm reporting on what the driver told me, right? And some of those comments were just so low blow and insulting. I kick you out. I don't need you as a subscriber. I'm trying to fight for drivers. I'm trying to help educate, trying to push as many drivers from X to XL or to the higher categories. I'm trying to help drivers transition into becoming a private a chauffeur. And all my tuition and education is for free. And I'm trying to help people improve their living. And then you get a couple of crazy insults from a few people that have been subscribers for a while. Oh, you've lost all credibility. Okay, if I've lost all credibility over reporting on 2 screenshots, you're not part of my channel. So I kicked out 20 people. That's just how I roll. You know, and then they can't come back and bitch and moan, oh, sorry, whatever. No, you don't need that. You don't need that type of energy around you. So I don't lose sleep over it. Let's see, what do we have here? David Sink, awesome on Wednesday afternoon. How are you, David? Good to see you, man. Jonathan's in the house. Thank you for all your help. Jonathan, I really appreciate you. Jonathan's a great contributor to this channel. Just solid information that you bring to the community. And you know, I got to give praise and shout outs to people that are constantly contributing useful information, helpful links, great suggestions, because that just shows me the true character of certain individuals, you know, that understand that sharing is caring and that together we lift each other up, right? Because we got to see ourselves as a big family, that brothers and sisters that takes care of each other. You saw yesterday the guy in Portland, he has 8 children. He got shot, right? Carjacked and shot. 8 children he leaves behind and a wife. Well, the gig community rallies, GoFundMe, and the guy already has, I think, over $80,000. You know, that's who we are. That is genuinely who we are. We rallied around this father who leaves 8 children behind and a mother, and we instantly raise $80,000 for this driver. Because the way I see it, I don't care if you are Asian or Mexican or Muslim or white. I don't care. What I do care about is that your family has been affected by the poor standards of safety by these companies that unfortunately, sadly, terribly cost you that life. Your dad is gone. And it is our duty as your brothers and sisters of this community to rally around you and support your family. And we raised over $80,000. You guys should be proud of yourselves. And there's a lot of people out there that contributed $1, $2, $5, $10, $100. And each individual there should just be proud of themselves, right? Because that's who we are. And again, this is not a religion thing. This is not a race thing. This is not a nationality thing. It's called caring. It's called caring, right? Because it hits us hard. Like when we hear about that mother with 4 kids shot in it. I mean, that it hits you so hard. Could have been me. Could have been my wife. Could have been my girlfriend. Could have been my boyfriend that does Uber. Could have been my girlfriend that does Uber, right? So it hits you hard. As a father of 5 kids, I have 5 kids, it hits me hard. This guy is killed on the platform. He has 8 kids. Any father is going to feel sympathy. Any mother is going to feel sympathy. But Ted's rideshare says Uber doesn't deduct 50 cents immediately when you instant cash out. They give you the full amount. They put your account to -50 after cash out. Okay, I appreciate that input, right? I appreciate that input, right? And I commented on those screenshots, and your comment is completely valid and important. Thank you for clarifying that, Ted. So we have 58 people in the house, 51, thank you. William, I appreciate you. William Kennedy, shout out to William Kennedy in the house. Shout out to Vasilios. Is that Vasilios? Is that Greek? Vasilios Pittis, is that Greek? Ceiling GB. Forrest is in the house. Hello everyone. How are you, Forrest? Vasilios is chilling. Is that a Greek? Are you from Greece? I love Greece, man. Thessaloniki, Athens, Ios, Rhodos, Santorini, Mykonos. Love those. Slick Nick's in the house. Dude, are you anywhere close by? I'll treat you to a coffee. I like that name, Forrest. I think it's such a cool name. I like that. Cheers to you all. Cheers to health. Cheers to our family. Thank you, Ted. Much love. I appreciate you, buddy. To you and your family. So, for those who didn't know, I think I came down with the C word, and it ends with a D, right? Covidera. I think I came down with a Covidera. I didn't test myself, but man, did I have all the symptoms. Like the music. I like it. Guy's pumping the music here, baby. God, he's got the vibe going. He's dancing in his car. Happy guy. I like it. Keep it going, my brother. So yeah, and today's the first day that I feel strong again. Got my power back, man. But I couldn't even walk. My bones, everything was aching. My headache, sweats, just crazy, just nuts. Currently deactivated, David. I'm working on that. And David, once we've gone through the 21-day cycle, then we got to get you those papers filed, the small claims. Rideshare King says, I made the mistake last week. Which mistake? Can you please elaborate? G-Braid says, fair enough. Kevin says, love you, man. You could feel your sincerity, and that's why I tune in. Kevin, I appreciate you. Always have your back, right? We're in a business, whether it's the rideshare business, the food delivery business, we're in the gig business, and we're all here to support each other. Simple as that. It's not complicated. And that's the cool thing about people that check into live feeds, or they come later and they leave their comments, is that it is incredible to go through comments. Somebody says, hey, I need help with this. Boom, 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 4 or 5 answers, Like unbelievable, like the support, like it's like an instant support group, right? You do a live feed, you do a video, somebody's stuck, somebody feels challenged, what do I do? Got into this situation, has anybody experienced this? Boom, 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 boom. 4, 5, 6 messages, support, 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 support. That's real support. That's not called Uber customer support or Lyft customer support. No, that's called real gig driver support. It's when drivers are supporting drivers. Food delivery drivers are supporting food delivery. There's more value in that type of support than this BS support that you call in overseas. I do not know what you are talking about. I do not know your city. I do not understand your problem. Let me send you a cut and paste. Let me keep you in the hamster wheel. Here. So here's my cup. My wife loves it when I take this cup and I fill it. She made me this cup. There's my little sweetheart right over there. So whenever I fill this cup up with tea, she's a happy lady. Oh, you taking my cup? Yes, I am. What's race baiting? What is race baiting? That's a good question. What would you guys, somebody put the question out as what is race baiting? How can we answer that? Does anybody want to give that a shot? I mean, it's a question somebody put out there. What is race baiting? I to be quite honest, I'd want to get back to you on that one and do a little bit of research what I would consider race baiting. I mean, has anyone ever felt that they were race baited? Got 59 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. These big boxes here, I buy them, I think there's 50 of them. Yeah, 50. They're not really cheap. They're not really cheap. I buy several of these boxes. I have them in the car. I mean, I put 1 or 2 boxes in. And I go through them very, very quickly. I'm amazed how many people still forget their masks when they go to the airport, forget the masks when they go to restaurants. And I don't care. If you want to take one, you take one. If you don't want to wear one, I don't have a mask policy in my car any longer. I also do not know if I may have contracted the big C from one of my clients, but I gotta say I'm still good. I always wear my mask, but I still got it. 100 masks in 250 packs on Amazon. How much did that run you, Nick? 100 masks on Amazon, 250 packs. How much did that run you? Ride checking, I make mine wear them. That's cool. That's cool. Vasilius, still waiting. Is that a Greek name? Way to go, way to go. Ray DHD says, I just tell them to keep the political stuff out of the car because someone always gets... You're right, 100%, 100%. Don't go there. Don't talk about sex. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion. Don't go there, right? It's just going to open up a can of worms and it'll result in either poor tips or poor ratings, and you don't need the conflict. You don't have to get into it. I got to say, out of my maybe 200 plus clients, felt like 1 or 2 people were rather racist, and I let them go. Just 2 people I had to let go. Everyone else was cool. And I think one of my greatest stories as a private driver was to tell Harvey Weinberg to go F himself, to F off at the Peninsula Hotel when I dropped him off. I told him to go and F himself, loud, in front of a lot of people. and he was spitting and frothing like a fat pig. He was in my car with another guy. Didn't really know much about him at the time. Knew he was a movie director. But the shit this guy said in my car on the phone to other people, I could not bear it. I could not tolerate it. I had to put up with that verbal abuse, listening to that verbal abuse for 1 hour, 15 minutes. Spitting and F you and you C-U-N-T. I mean, he was shouting at people. I'm like, I had it. And the guy says, you coming to pick us up, right? And drive us back. And I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. You're going to find your own ways. Like, you don't know who the F you are messing with. I said, no, you don't know who the F you are messing with. Get the F out of my car, you effing fat shit. I said it in front of everyone in the lobby, and they were frozen. I was about to hit this fat F-U-C-K. Harvey Weinberg. That guy, that sexual predator. One trip, no return trip, Harvey. And he was literally spitting at me. No one talks back to Harvey. I did. And I was about to belt him. I was not Harvey Weinstein. Sorry, what I kept on saying? Harvey Weinstein. That's the guy. Not Weinberg, Harvey Weinstein. Thank you, Weinstein. It shows you how much I know, right? Harvey Weinstein. I had to literally kick that fat piece of crap out of my car at the Peninsula Hotel. And I drove one of his director friends several times. A nice guy. And then the one time he brings Harvey Weinstein into my car. And that was verbal abuse for 1 hour and 15 minutes. I've never heard so many insults in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Whoever was on the other side of the phone, he was verbally abusing. And I was just cringing, dude. I'm like, you serious? I have to drive in this energy and listen to this shit. And then when he got to the Peninsula, you will be here. And I was, no, I won't. I said, get out. And he just started raging and frothing and spitting in my car. And I literally humiliated the guy. They were all there waiting for him. Open the door, all these people. I said, get the F out of my car, you fat piece of shit. You will never, ever set your foot in my car. You don't know who you are messing with. Really? Really? You fat F-U-C-K. Really? Harvey Weinstein. Pig. A pig. A disgusting pig. I can tell you that. This is with my little amigos climbing Utah mountains. My little Mark's in the house. Factual facts. How are you? You got the perfect car. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This lady is styling live on YouTube. Woohoo! She is YouTube styling. I like it. She's got the roof down, like partying like it's 1999. Negativity has no place in our vehicles. Thank you for saying that, Wendell, because guess what? This is your car, your office, your rules. People cannot abide by them. They do not deserve your space. This is sacred space, right? This is your vehicle. This is how you make money. You decide who comes in this vehicle, and if they cannot behave, and if they want to bring their negativity to your vehicle, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Long live Prince. I don't know if you guys saw the Super Bowl halftime performance by Prince, which took place in the rain. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Prince also did a cover of the Foo Fighters. Talking about the Foo Fighters, my friend Taylor Hawkins, who just, lost his life a week ago. I've spent a lot of quality time with the rest of the family, with his kids. Yesterday. Man, it's tough to talk about that topic of death. It really is. Really, really tough talking. Kids are asking me a lot of questions. It's a really tough topic to talk about with kids. Dude, you're lucky if Prince was your 11th cousin, dude. Prince is truly one of my favorite musicians, and one of the most talented musicians. Prince could play 18 instruments. He was taken away from us way too young. I drove Guns N' Roses to their Learjet when they were heading out to Coachella to perform a few years back. And this was a day or 2 days after Prince died. And they were discussing in the car, I think the song they chose, Guns N' Roses, they played in his honor was Purple Rain, one or two others. But the whole stage was lit up in purple. I mean, everything at Coachella was purple that year. I don't know if you guys remember that year. But that hit the music world, that hit every music fan when Prince died. And I think he was also only 50 years old. How old was Prince when he died? The best died too young, man. Rest in peace, Prince. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. Rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. Rest in peace, Whitney Houston. All died around 50 years old. Way too young. We have 71 likes. I appreciate you guys. It's a Wednesday. I'm getting my mojo back. 57. Thank you for he was 57. Prince was 57. Really? Wow. He looked good for 57. Wow. I thought he was younger. I honestly thought Prince was about 50. Man, he looked good for 57. Impressive. Preach it, Pat. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing, Aislinn. I appreciate that. Fantastic. Good news. That's really educational. Thank you. 57 is young, man. 57 is very young. Way too young. I thought Prince was younger, but man, that guy has one shiny suit. A sparkly blue suit. He must be boiling hot. 57. Patrick says Uber should ask how many passengers when the first orders the ride. Royal American Jeans in my YouTube channel. I love it. I love it. The Russ Ride says, hi Prof, I saw the title about Yilu getting deactivated. How sad. I hope he recovered. Yeah, he recovered from his attack, and he took some time out, as he should. And he took up the battle with Lyft. Honestly, I think it's retaliation, because I showed you. I mean, do you guys think it's possible to do 60.7 miles in rideshare in 43 minutes? They're accusing him of running up extra miles and overcharging the client. This took place in Palm Springs. But their navigational glitch just does not add up. Pancho's in the house. Pancho is in the house. I'm down here by the coffee shop. William Mirazo's in the house. Uber and Lyft patetico. No, but 60 miles in 43 minutes. You think so? That's fast, dude. You're gonna do 61 miles in 43 minutes? I don't know. I mean, if I'm moving around fast in LA, and I'm talking really fast, I'm getting about a mile to a minute in this type of traffic, right? Over a long span. I mean, if you're looking at 10 miles, you could possibly do it in 10 minutes. But I'm talking about a long trip, 45 to 60 minutes. Lucky I can get about a mile a minute, but to get yeah, that's a healthy ride. Checking 75 to 80 on the freeway. If you can do that, that's cool. If it's open and you can do 75 to 80, then you're moving. That's flowing. Yeah, I am, Pancho. I am not taking them to Coachella. I have one of my other drivers, Chris, taking them. I'm just picking up people. I'm going to be gone. I've taken that week off, heading up into the mountains with my kids. He was in Palm Springs, Jonathan. They accused him of driving all around the show and racking up extra miles. It's just impossible. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick up people after Coachella ends. By the way, traffic there, get ready. If you have never done Coachella before, traffic up there is pathetic. Traffic back is horrendous. I mean, you're gonna have to factor in, you're doing LA to Coachella, factor in at least 4 or 5 hours. And charge them a lot of money. Charge them a lot of money. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. What do you do exactly? I thought you were just an ordinary Uber driver like all of us. Well, I'm an ordinary guy, that's for sure. No, I have a limousine company. I have 58 SUVs that I lease out at $550 a week. Do the math. I've got my YouTube channel. I've got my educational courses. And I have 2 other .com companies. That's what I do. And I have a lot of private clients. And very seldom, if need be, I'll switch the Uber app on, maybe to get a return trip to monetize it. But that's pretty much me, average guy. Hustling, always hustling. Always hustling and hustling. Now I'm gonna do a couple of developments, bought some land, gonna build some more houses, Airbnbs, retirement money for the kids, education. It's not cheap. If you have 5 kids, I can tell you something, you gotta work hard. 5 kids. Hustler. Hustler is definitely my middle name, Thorsten Hustler Kunert. I hustle hard. I network, and I try to, I don't know about you guys, but every person inside this vehicle I see as an opportunity to form a friendship or maybe a future deal, right? Networking. I like the idea of a union for gig workers. Now, I don't know about the exact legalities as independent contractors. Can independent contractors form their own union? or can only employees form their own union? One would have to look into the legalities of that. Would I get my energy and weight behind a union that was four drivers? Yes, I would. Would I start my own union? No. You know, I just, this takes up a lot of time. 5 kids, running your other business takes up a lot of time. Oh, this is a beautiful car here. This is a beauty. The new Cadillac is hot. Let me tell you, the new Cadillac is very hot. That is one beast of a car. Can't wait for the... It would, you're right, it would help all gig workers. I mean, Amazon is already doing it. They started the movement. They're getting stronger and stronger as a union. They won their first battles. So can it be done? Absolutely. I mean, one guy, Christian Smalls, I don't know if you know the story. This is an amazing story. It's a David Goliath story, right? They fired this guy, and then the attorneys at Amazon humiliated him, how stupid he was. Well, he went out and formed a union and kicked their ass. See, now the G-Wagon fully electric, it's just too small. But Cadillac 600, I'd rather wait for the Cadillac IQ, the big EV. I think that comes out in what, 2023? That's the car I want. Because I'm sick and tired of spending $120 on gas every single day. Caddy for the daddy. Yeah, Mark, he did get fired, right? They fired him, and then he came back at them. Isn't that how this Christian Smalls, or whatever his name is? They fired him, they humiliated him in the press, they insulted him, and he came back forming a union and kicked. Electric, my stick shift is half the cost of an electric to run. Stick shift revolution. I don't think he received a payout. I'm not sure. I hope he did. But like, he's their thorn. He's the thorn in their foot, man. Christian Smalls is the thorn in Amazon's foot because he has such a following. He's smart, he's charismatic, and people are rallying around him, and that's fantastic. I hope more and more people join him. You know, if they can take on New York, they should take on Chicago, they can take on city by city. He's showed them the way. So Amazon is scared of Christian Smalls. And then and Amazon's attorneys try to destroy him, humiliate him. It just made him stronger and stronger. Never ever tell me that one person can't change things. One person takes on Amazon. Yeah, Amazon needs a kick in the balls. That's what it does. Raleigh, North Carolina in the house. Indy's in the house. Welcome on a Wednesday. Glad to report that I'm getting my mojo back. Factual facts. I love it. Factual facts, says Mark. I like borrowing that one from you. That you created that term. Factual facts. Let's see who's that. Richard, Betty's in the house. ALU. Pancho, I am heading. I hope you rented your house. You got a great money, Diego. Top dollars. Top dollars in La Quinta right now. Where are you heading? I'm heading to LAX soon. Albuquerque's in the house. 7,000. I love it, dude. I love it. 7,000. Show me the money. How do you lose your mojo? No, I tell you how I lost my mojo. I think I came down with this thing. It starts with a C and it ends with a D. Because I was out for 4 days. Like flat, horizontal. Now I have my mojo back. Now it's time to slap Dara again. Slap, 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 slap Logan. Slap, slap, slap. Slap John Zimmer. Slappity, slappity, slap, slap, slap. New Orleans is in the house. Beautiful city. Love that city. Love New Orleans. I used to say New Orleans, and then people say, what the hell? You don't know how to pronounce that. So I was saying New Orleans for years, right? South African doesn't even know how to pronounce an American one. It goes, no, it's New Orleans, New Orleans. Okay, thank you for educating me. Got it back, baby, we got it back. We have to slap Jake, you're right. Jake Pippins, shout out to Jake Pippins. We got to slap, slap, slap those CEOs around. Slappity, slappity, slap, CEO time. Time to wake up. Yeah, I just pronounced that city as I read it, and I was apparently saying it incorrectly for years, and then a few people said, no, it's not. You don't say New Orleans, it's New Orleans. Alrighty, now I know. I won't make that mistake again. Great city. Shout out to New Orleans. 2 hours, one trip. 358? Really? Nouvelle Orleans. La Quinta, baby. If you don't know, you know. So how is everyone doing today, man? Is everyone doing great? It's 76. Can we squeeze another 4? 4 por favor. 4 por favor. 4 bitte. 1, 2, 3, 4, s'il vous plaît. What's up? It's Moose is in the house. Big money. Show us the money. Yeah, mate. Yesterday and today, it's good money days. Back, got my mojo back. Time to make money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Now that's tough, $150 a day. Coachella is insane. Listen, Coachella is insane. The way you make money in Coachella, let me give you a hint. Anybody that hasn't done Coachella, find out where the after parties are. Like all these big magazines like Vanity Fair or whatever, People Magazine or whatever, they all have private after parties after 12 p.m. So get them there, and then at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, this is when you make the real money. If you're at one of the, let's say the GQ after party, money. Find out where the GQ after party is, and you wait there at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because those people want to go home now. They're tired. They need a few hours sleep because they need to get back to the concert arena the next day. these people will pay $300, $400, $500 for one trip, and the surge is through the roof. It's amazing how they bring. I believe they're actually bringing the multiplier. Listen how these double BS standards by Uber. They take the multiplier away from the California drivers, right? After promising it through Proposition, 22. But apparently for Palm Springs, they're bringing back the multiplier. Why? Because they know they can charge the people a fortune. A fortune. Gotta go. Nasio, have a good one. So apparently, this is what I've heard, they're bringing the multiplier back just for Coachella and Stagecoach. Bang. Got a $120 trip and it's a 4X and you're getting $400. Money. Ching, 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 ching. We definitely need a new rideshare app by drivers. Adam, you are 100% correct. Ombre Burro is in the house. Yesterday I grabbed 2 trips of $50 bonus each in the CBX short trips. Good for you. I like to hear this a positive story. How many, Ray asked me, how many hours do I usually drive? I usually do the mornings, say a couple of hours, and then a couple of hours at night. So I would say about 6 hours at the minimum. That could be a full, I've done my 21, 24-hour days. And the earnings will be from $500 to about $2,500 as a private driver a day. 500 on the minimum to about 2,500. And sometimes a full Saturday, multiple clients, multiple bookings. Pancho, $5,000. Woo! Hit him hard, baby. Miami racing's in the house. Oh, good. I spend at the moment $120 to $130 a day on gas. 120 to 130. That includes kids and everything else, right? Errands, clients, LAX runs. It's too much. It's too much money. On maso gasolina. It's painful. Go Puff. Anybody can anybody report on Go Puff Daddy? Go Puff. Anybody had any stories on Go Puff? Somebody asked. Go Puff Daddy. I did drive Puff Daddy once with his kids. He has a beautiful house in Bel Air over by UCLA. And I gotta say, he was a really, really nice guy. Tipped very well, and then asked me if I could take his kids to a party late that afternoon. I said, absolutely. So did two trips for the Puff Daddy. Met him. Nice guy. Really, really nice guy. I liked him a lot. He's talking a little bit about his vodka brand. I think he made a boatload of money with one of his vodka brands. We're talking a little bit in the car. He was a really, really nice guy. I liked him a lot. Didn't seem arrogant, seemed really down to. He was a nice dad. Oh, really? Puff is Prince's. And he says, I got a Honda hybrid that qualifies as Uber Comfort. I'm getting between, beautiful, 51 to 61 miles per gallon. Holy mackerel, that's good mileage. Beyonce, I like Beyonce, is cool. That's great mileage. Slick Nick says using cruise control on the highways can also improve your mileage. Absolutely right. Stella Apostolou. Sorry, I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. That sounds Greek. Shout out to Stella. All right, my friends, I need one more. I need uno por favor. One more like, please. Looks like this. Eins bitte. In Dutch, een alsjeblieft. In French, un s'il vous plaît. La Español, uno, por favor. Uno like, por favor. Yeah, we got it. 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 South Coast is in the house. Guys, thank you. Guys and girls, extended family, thank you for another fun 60-minute live episode with you guys. I had a lot of fun sharing is caring with my gig community, hanging out with you guys. Awesome. I appreciate you all. I wish you a prosperous, safe, entertaining Wednesday. Peace be with you. God bless you all. Stay protected on the roads. Please stay protected. It's Moose, right? Please make sure 360 radar built in. You know what's going on at all times. Please take good care of yourself, right? Because you're number one, numero uno. Take care of yourself. Be healthy, drink a lot of water, get those stretches in. Don't overwork. You know, if you need a rest, stop. If you're getting tired, pull over. Have the mace ready, have the 911 ready. And we're gonna keep on pushing relentlessly. We're gonna be pushing for positive change. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to you guys, we're gonna be pushing and pushing for positive change. My job is not done. Our job is not done until we get what we deserve. We deserve the basics and more. Right now, we're not even getting the basics, right? So we're gonna keep on pushing and whipping. I actually bought myself one of those horse whips, right? My wife looked at me like, what are you gonna do with that? I was like, don't worry, honey, I'm not gonna slap your ass with that thing. I'm gonna slap Dara, and I'm gonna slap Logan, and I'm gonna slap John Zimmer, and I'm gonna slap Tony Zhu, right? It's like the Dustin Pink Smakovich, except his is a fly swatter, mine is an actual horse whip. Right, I'm gonna issue some slaps next. Freaky deaky. I'm gonna freak out on Dara with my horse whip. I'm gonna slap him. Kashrashawi, we are going to slap you. Cuts, 1,000 cuts. Until that whiny little prick is gonna say, okay, I'll give you guys bit of gas support. Oh, I'll give you guys bit of safety. Oh, I'll pay you guys better, but just please stop whipping me. No. I'm gonna whip your ass until we get what we deserve. Simple. Simple. I'm gonna crack that whip on Dara's forehead over and over and over and over again until we slap him so silly that he just surrenders. Please. I'll give you better gas support. I'll pay you more money. I'll improve the safety of the app. Just please stop whipping my forehead. Please stop whipping my forehead. Please stop. I slap him so hard, 1,000 times over with my horse whip that I bought on Amazon. Specifically for Dara Khosrowshahi. We call it the Dara Khosrowshahi horse whip. Right? I'm gonna smack him on his forehead. It's gonna get pain. Slap. Like really effing hard. 1,000 times over. It's gonna, please, right, Chair Professor, stop slapping my forehead. No. We will only stop when you meet our demands, Dara. Right? Chicago in the house. Oh, let's get ready to rumble. Shout out to my boy Kevin Larina for entering the heavyweight division and winning his first fight against the Romanian. Who did he fight? Big guy. Kevin Larina, last fight. Watch that boy. Watch my South African friend. He already cleaned up in the cruiserweight division now, just like Usyk, heading up into heavyweight. Watch Kevin Lorena's on the map. I think he fought Bino or something like that, a Romanian guy. Bino. Yes, Cindy. I'm going to hand everyone the whip, and you can just whip everyone. Permission, Cindy, you have permission to whip Dara 3 times on his forehead. And then you pass the whip to the next driver. Slappity, slappity, slap. And then we pass the whip to the next driver. And he's going to feel that sting and that burn. His entire side of his head's going to be lit up red like a tomato. Until he surrenders. How do you know when a surge is going to multiply? Well, I mean, Coachella, it's given, right? When you have 120,000 people in a short confined space. If you're at any concert, if you're at any football game, I mean, when you know there's a large volume of people, you know, in a small space, it's bound to happen. If you look at Hollywood at 2 a.m. in the morning when the clubs close down, it's bound to happen. So there's certain given factors where it's going to start like surging like crazy. But we never know. We never know what Uber and Lyft are up to, right? Because they're constantly changing the game all the time. It's a never-ending experiment, pilot project. Eddie's next in line. Eddie gets 3 whips. Slap him down. Hey, is it Easter this weekend? You serious? It's Easter? Is this Easter Monday or Easter Sunday coming up? Seriously? Wow. Damn, Easter's already here. All right, my friends, I got to rock and roll. Wow. Easter's just around the corner. Salute. Have a good one, my friends. Please be safe. I will catch you soon. And be well, be safe, everyone. Be well, be safe until the next live feed. I appreciate you all. Thank you.